So today we are packaging with purpose to really enhance consumer engagement.
So as you know, Redress hates waste, and we love the circular economy. And of course, as fashion designers, you may be spending so much of your time agonizing over the product that you're making. But what about the packaging?
Ultimately, what we're trying to do is working with brands to create less packaging. You know, I think everything that we look at, we always try and look at it through three key lenses. And those lenses are first life, obviously for its use, middle life, which is reuse, repurpose, storage, decoration, and ultimately end of life. If it's all made from paper, it's always recyclable.
So along with my team, we're responsible for making sure that sustainable principles are embedded in everything that we do across the entire value chain. So packaging is a really important pillar.
This challenge is about working towards circular systems. It's not enough just to have circularity embedded in your clothing product. It's also important to look at all stages of the supply chain.
And you can do the same thing with the econ box. So you literally just undo it and it goes back down again. So what we're doing here is encouraging the customer to keep the box, reuse the box, re-gift the box.
As a sustainable brand, it's really important that the packaging is also aligned with our sustainable design principles. We also see packaging as a really important part of brand storytelling.
You have to be engaged deep into the understanding of what you're trying to tell your customer, because ultimately you want them to repeat buy from you or recirculate. Packaging really gives the designer that opportunity to emotionally connect with their customer, and that is the key point. You want your customer to feel like they're the only customer. We always recommend put the design and the theatre inside, so that when you're opening it, it's about you and your connection.
So from the moment the consumer receives the packaging and they unbox it, it's the emotions that is evoked from that unboxing experience, and that packaging has so much to do with that.
We must have designed these parts represent the DNA of brand.
Actually, we're designing a poster using the packaging. So we're thinking if the poster could have a QR code on it so that we could give a video of how this denim jeans was upcycled.
But I also want to use the colors that suit both the logos, the styles. We want all things consistent.
The sample idea we have, like a package that can be turned into a bag and can be entirely recyclable afterwards.
You can see that this will be the original size, and then it can actually be much bigger.
This challenge really helps to expand their vision of their place in the fashion supply chain. Ultimately, it enables them to think about the longevity of the product. If you have that connection with your consumer, your garment hopefully will last much longer.
Have you seen those devices that they use to fold shirts?
Yeah.
It can be that, but we wanted to ask how well can that be done? Is it structured enough?
I mean, it can be done. You've got to remember it's got to go through a parcel network. So you've got to think, will it travel? And what will that look like? I think the thing that I saw more than anything when I'm walking around talking to these young designers is the energy and passion and the want to listen and learn. If you were to say that this is 150 US, you wouldn't want to be spending much more than about 2 to 3% on your packaging.
If you want to open it, you just pull them, 2 seconds, boom.
Is there any storytelling about the brand itself or the product? I love the innovation, and I think that's consistent across all the teams that I've seen today.
We first went through the core values of the whole Remixed collection. It is more about upcycling, and we thought that our consumers can turn something that is just a simple box into something that is collectible and beautiful itself.
So the winner really stood out for me because they thought very carefully about the consumer demographic that's targeted for this product and what they would actually like to reuse the packaging for. They told the story very well through the product packaging.
I think today really highlights the importance of the designer working together with the product, the brand, and the consumer. Design the packaging at the same time as the product, connects the brand, connects the designer, and connects with the customer.